Hey guys, so today I am doing a Create a Sim video of the Cullen family from the Twilight Saga, and I didn't actually plan for this video to go up at the same time that Sims released the Vampire Game Pack, but I guess that's just good timing on my part. So yeah, I created these Sims before I downloaded the Vampire Game Pack, so there's nothing actually vampire-ish about these Sims at all. They're just regular Sims. And I actually don't think that you can create a vampire sim on Create a Sim. I think that you have to play as the sim and get an already existing vampire to turn them into a vampire, if that made any sense. So basically, when you first start a new sim game and you create a new sim, you can't make them a vampire through that. You actually have to play as them in game to turn them into a vampire. So that kind of sucks, just because, you know, if you were going to make a vampire sim, you'd want them to, like, go into game already being a vampire, but no, you can't do that. You actually have to play the game. Or at least that's kind of what I got out of it. I only played the game pack for a little bit last night, so I don't know if there is a create a sim option to create a vampire sim, but basically I looked for an option, couldn't really see one, and so I just created a regular sim and then turned them into a vampire. Through actual gameplay. So yeah, if you guys do know of a create a sim option to create a vampire, then let me know, because I feel like that would be a lot easier. But yeah, anyway, because I couldn't make the Cullens actual vampires, what I decided to do was just, like, give them the vampire characteristics. So in the Twilight Saga, you can identify a vampire because they have, like, really pale skin, and they also have red or golden eyes. In the case of the Cullens, they have golden eyes because they only feed on animal blood. They do not drink human blood, so therefore their eyes are golden for some reason. The Sims don't actually have an option to have golden eyes, so instead of using gold, I decided to give them, like, the lightest brown color of eye. I guess I could have downloaded custom content so that their eyes were golden, but I didn't really think about that when I was making this video. And actually, I managed to create all 8 of these Sims without using custom content, which is a huge accomplishment for me, because you guys know it's really easy for me to just go towards the custom content, but these Sims are completely custom content free. So when you guys download them from the gallery, you can download them as they are. If you want to download them, all you have to do is search SimmingAndSuch or hashtag the Twilight Saga or hashtag any of their names, you'll find it. Basically, when I upload to the gallery, I just hashtag it as much as I can, so it's easy to find. So yeah, if you guys want to download them, you can. If you guys watched my last Create a Sim video where I created the cast of High School Musical, then you will know that High School Musical was the first thing that I ever fangirled over, and that's kind of how I became a fangirl, basically. I was, like, really in love with High School Musical, and that's how I became a fangirl. Well, Twilight is, like, the next step in that fangirl story of mine. So basically what happened was, after High School Musical had ended, I got really into Twilight, and so that was, like, my next stepping stone as a fangirl. That was, like, the next fandom that I entered, and Twilight was, like, the biggest, like, major thing that I fangirled over, like, ever. I would say that that's when I reached, like, my peak fangirliness, if that makes any sense. Basically, at the time when I was really into Twilight, I was, like, the worst kind of fangirl. Like, the crazy, obsessed, like, Twitter, fan page, like, everything. Like, I was so in love with Twilight, and it was all I could talk about. And I'm pretty sure everyone around me got so annoyed at me because all I could talk about was Twilight and the actors and, like, everything about it. I was just in love with this world. And from, like, 2010 to 2012, you didn't want to be my friend. Even people, like, in my class who never spoke to me at all knew how much I loved Twilight because I never shut up about it. And that's kind of where my Twitter love came from. Like, I was really into Twitter because of Twilight, because I created, like, my Twitter to be a Twilight fan page, and then obviously after Twilight had ended, I wasn't really into it as much. So that's just when my Twitter became, like, a regular Twitter, like everyone else uses Twitter. But yeah, it was kind of a crazy time in my life. I did have some fallouts with my friends because all I talked about was Twilight. People really got sick of me. And like I said, I was kind of crazy. Not so crazy that I would be the type of fangirl that people talk about on the news or anything like that, but I was definitely, like, up there. Looking back on it now, I realized, like, I was OTT fangirl. Like, that was so crazy. I'm definitely not like that anymore. I've definitely toned down on the fangirl. I still get excited about things. I still fangirl over things, but on a lower level. So yeah, much calmer now. Like I said, Twilight was like the height of the crazy fangirl that I will be. And I guess that's why it's like a thing. I guess that's why I hold it close to my heart. That's why I still like it. Definitely don't love it as much as I used to. I do realize, like, being obsessed with it and stuff, that was a lot. So everything's sort of toned down now. But like High School Musical, it'll always have a special place in my heart because that was like my tween years. That was whenever I was like full on fangirl, and so I don't regret it. But I am glad that I'm not as crazy anymore, that it's toned down. I'm pretty sure everyone else around me is glad it's toned down too. So yeah, I've actually wanted to create the Cullens on The Sims for a really long time. Obviously, after that story I just told you, you can kind of figure out why I wanted to create them on The Sims. And so this is me doing that. Like, I obviously tried to create them on The Sims like ages ago. Like, whenever I was really into Sims 2, that's kind of when I got into Twilight. So whenever I played Sims 2, I would try to create them on Sims 2, but obviously, because of how terrible the Sims 2 create a sim options were, the Sims never turned out looking anything like the actors. In fact, most of the time when I created Sims on the Sims 2, they all looked the same. So I scrapped that idea. I also wasn't very good at using the create a sim options in Sims 3, so they never got created on the Sims 3. And so I finally thought that I would create them on the Sims 4, because now I had a better shot of making the characters look like they actually do in the movies. And so, yeah, haven't done side-by-side comparisons of the Sims and the characters yet, but you guys will see those towards the end of the video, and then we'll see how close I got to making them look like the actors. I actually feel like this is the longest I've spent on Create a Sim. Like, I think the second longest I ever spent was like on the 17 Sims I created, but that was a lot of Sims. But like, I just felt like I spent ages on the Twilight cast in particular compared to my other Create a Sim videos. And I'm not really sure why. I think I just, like, because Twilight was something that I loved a lot, that I really wanted to make these Sims look perfect. In the end, though, I did admit defeat. Like, there are, like, I do realize, like, I was never going to get them to look perfect, but I think I got kind of close. And obviously I had a lot of fun, like, trying to dress the characters like they would in the movie, or how I imagined them to look, or how I imagined them to dress, even. And yeah, like, it was just a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. One thing I will say, though, is that I wasn't a fan of the skin tone that I picked for the Cullens. When I was putting makeup on, like, Alice and Rosalie and stuff, the makeup didn't seem to look right or something. I don't know. I guess because of the yellowish base of the skin tone didn't really go well with the dark colors I was choosing for the girls' makeup. So there's a little bit of clash there. And if I was to go and edit these Sims again, I would probably change their skin color. But just wanted their skin to be pale for the purposes of being vampires and stuff like that. And yeah. Oh, I didn't actually mention this, but I did make Bella human. So her skin tone's a little bit pinker, a little bit, you know, more human-like compared to the rest of them. And I know I could have made Bella a vampire, because, you know, in the books and the movies, she does eventually become a vampire. But I decided to keep her human, because I thought that that would be a nice contrast between the vampires and the humans. So, yeah. I think that's everything that I wanted to say. Oh, if you guys want to hear more stories of when I was a Twilight fangirl, I made a video on my main channel talking about it. So yeah, if you're interested in that, link will be in the description below. Like the High School Musical fangirl video, I made that a long time ago, so I don't even remember what I said in it. I know that the lighting is terrible in it, I know that the quality is terrible of it, but, you know, if you're interested in hearing about that time in my life, the video's there. But yeah, anyway, that's everything that I wanted to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments below if there are any other Sims you want me to create in the future, or if there are any other types of videos that you want me to do. And yeah, Again, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!